It's Transparency Tuesday. Again. Okay, so did you watch last week's Transparency Tuesday on Wednesday? It's been more of the same. That whole situation with Laney's monitors, that they all went wonky, and we had to do replacements, we had to do all sorts of weird work about it. It took the entire week. We didn't get it fixed until Saturday, and it sucked up so much time. And our house is still in a shambles because, well, that whole thing with the table, yeah. Like I said, whenever someone says TLC, it means a few weeks of TLC. But let me tell you where we're actually at with that table. When we got our hands on it, all of the legs were this oddball forest green. But my brother-in-law has been stripping and sanding and has brought it back to this original wood tone. And we're going to be staining it a lovely dark wood. I think it's going to look gorgeous, but it's been just a whole lot of work since then. Yeah, we've also been doing things with gigs. I mean, you might notice that my hair is a different color now. And that's because I was doing an ad for Polar Hair Care. It was interesting. That was an interesting gig. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do a few of our other incoming gigs. A lot has been going on, and we haven't had a lot of time, and we haven't had a lot of energy. But that's kind of where you're going to be sometimes as a content creator. Every single week might start flowing into the next because you're constantly grinding. Because the world doesn't stop, ever. Sometimes you are going to have to take weeks out and just say, yeah, nothing got done this week. Not because you were lazy, but because other things took precedence. It takes being organized. In fact, throughout this entire process, we've been working with different ways of staying organized and keeping each other accountable on the things that we needed to do. It's odd because we're actually going back to old systems that we used before. It's weird. Creator Desk has always been really good at being able to keep track of what states projects are at, professional projects. But the to-do lists aren't as full-featured as we would like. Yes, it's really easy to keep track of your filming schedule using Google Sheets, but it's not as easy to keep track of really weird to-do lists. So we're on to Notion. For those of you that are in the Creator 5 group, you know that there have been trainings on how to utilize Notion and some templates that you can use. If you're in a team, being able to keep track of your to-do lists in a place where all of the other people on your team can also see it. It allows you to have conversations about what everybody is doing without necessarily having everybody cuddled around the same computer. I would probably recommend for a lot of people to have a combination of Creator Desk and Notion. But, you know, work with what you can. Yeah, I know, it's not been a really deep moral to the story this week, but sometimes weeks just aren't that deep. Sometimes you get to the other side of it and you just want some ice cream. Sorry.